Hey, it's Drewz Viewz back here, ready to watch and react to another episode of Peaky Blinders. I'm on season 1, episode 3, so only my third one in. I'm ready to see what the Shelby clan has in store for me this week. Tommy, the leader, middle child, he's always up to something. He's trying to get in bed with Billy Kimba. He's like a big horse racing, a gangster type guy, it seems like, in Manchester here, 1919, I think the year is. And meanwhile, his old friend from the war has got his sister pregnant. And, and to get with this Billy guy, he started a gang war with a gang of gypsy guys, the Lee family, I think they are. And then we've got the old Irish inspector in, who's looking to take everyone down. Tommy seemed to get the better of him last time, but he has a little bit ace in the hole here. He's got his old friend's daughter undercover as a barmaid, and looks like Tommy has her and plans for her in his scheme here with the horse track as well. So I think that's what this episode's going to be about. And everyone's getting on the inspector for not joining the war, even though he's an old man, so I don't know. I was harping on that last time a lot. But I'm ready to get right into it. Let's do it. Peaky Blinders. I bet it smelled really bad back then in spots like this. People just working around open flames with no shirt on or anything.
I've decided not to go to the races. Not unless you give me another £2.10 toward the dress.
I've already given you 3.
She's pushing
to
it.
pay for the suit you will be wearing.
Oh, I don't pay for suits.
So he's gonna use her to impress Kimber, I guess, in some way.
Concerns the factory down the road at the BSA. Now, as you might know,
There's something to do with the guns,
out
maybe.
there is Irish. A serious amount of guns.
And what business is that of mine?
But when it comes to speculation, you can't beat a factory night shift.
Well, these are
The people of Ireland, the
IRA
Irish
guys, maybe.
Republican Army.
For the fact.
Yeah.
For the fucking fact.
waiting for them to show up. Oh, you got competition as a singer in the pub here now.
I thought you were only allowed singing on a Saturday.
Whiskey is good proofing water. They're only rebels because they like the songs. Buy something red. To match his handkerchief.
Whose handkerchief?
Kimba. There's our neighborhood communist. / baby daddy. Groom, I guess, coming in.
Like an angel.
Very pale angel.
Everything for you.
She got that intelligence quick and quick.
Has proved more useful than any you great lumps of man.
Most of my great lumps of men served in France too, sir.
They're going back to him with this again. Oh, you should get your dick bit off, bro.
Fancy me, dear. I've seen your face serving at the garrison. Come here.
Sure this is a guy we've seen before? I don't think so.
So bad if they stayed.
Yeah, the cops are after him.
Want Freddie out of town. The coppers Freddie wouldn't come back. It was part of the deal.
What bloody deal?
You get Freddie out of town, Paul. The rest I'll deal with it myself.
Is she making herself throw up? I don't know why. And I'm not sure who saw her from the window there. Smashing gown. Goes well with blood.
You said that your spy was a woman, sir.
And they're not called spies. They're called operatives.
£200, Freddie.
You think I can't handle Tommy Shelby?
You can't. I'm having trouble these days and I'm twice the man you are.
I don't think this is gonna end well.
Killing a man affects the heart. And as for my heart,
You think I can't handle the leaves?
Just a word of warning from a friend, that's all.
Like this redlining in here, it's a cool angle.
If you are coming to the races, bring that pretty barmaid of yours.
Already invited.
To comply with the law, please now clump together in groups of 4.
Let's get this comedy routine going.
Raise a hand to all those who want to strike!
Doesn't seem like he wants to go to New York, unless it's some ruse there.
Arthur. He's got the Flanders blues again.
That's some other PTSD thing. Flanders is France, I think.
Bloody gods, Tommy!
I thought I was gonna tell you.
You were gonna kill them.
Oh yeah, he still didn't know.
I have a surprise for you. Come on.
How do we know it's for sale?
Everything's for sale to us, Arthur.
Well, I kind of assumed they already owned it.
What can I get you?
The deed to the place.
We'll take your sister in as an accomplice. She'll get 4 years for sedition. Or you can turn him in.
Gun to the head. I feel like it's not supposed to be that much time between last episode, is it? She already looks way more pregnant.
Came to tell you.
Remember we used to jump in here and see who could swim across the
I'm here to talk business, Tommy.
Do you reckon we could still do it?
I love her, Tommy. I've loved her since she was 9 and I was 12. Do you even know the word?
Who's this kid?
That's where your compassion gets you, Bo. From now on, you do it my way.
Okay, so this is where he saved Tommy, I guess. I thought this guy was out of town.
In trouble. An IRA man shot. But lies travel faster than the truth. I can smell it in the air.
Oh, he knows he's on the opium. Wonder how often he goes to the barber to get that fade. It's like a thing in a lot of TVs and movies, TV shows and movies, like someone waking up, seeing the drink next to their bed, just taking it down right away. I feel like that's tough to do. Like waking up out of a dead sleep and just slugging back a thing of whiskey. Nah.
Men should talk too.
For you.
I'm a barmaid. It's my job.
No, you're a spy.
Men always
Up
said
to.
the job is to a barmaid.
Well, I feel like he's gonna want her to get with Campbell since he even asked about it anyway, but I don't know why else she'd be going. Packing a purse pistol.
This car only seats 4. You'll need more men than that if you're to come back alive.
It's just me and the girl.
Johnny, what's our mission, boy? To stick it to the Lee family, Arthur!
Is that a little kid that was with the amp before? Alright, we're gonna get some action.
Okay, you do the talking. Come on, boss girl. Bring the 3 quid.
We didn't get to see how she did it. I guess we didn't need to.
You dance.
Naturally.
Masked properly.
You dance with me.
I think you're supposed to say, may I have the stance? A lot of overhead angles this time. Last episode they were doing a lot of the behind the shoulder stuff. The start of the flapper era. Not quite there yet.
And she's got some body, that one.
Hello, Raz. How's business?
Oh, here come the blinder. Or the ear slicing.
Still, Raz. No more choking on Billy Kimball's boys. We're the protection there.
We chased the lads across the track right the way down the Devon Road. We got every penny back.
Anyone hurt?
A few cuts and bruises.
Your money, Mr. Kimber. Your boys are taking cuts. I want to suggest that from now on, you contract out your racetrack security for the Peaky Blinders.
I say talk business to my accountant. I want to dance.
Your
your man and said it was all right for me to have this dance.
How many men can you put in the field at one time?
There's a lot of men out of work at the moment. We have contacts with good people among the gypsies. Can't really depend on the police. Anyway, we're more honest.
And let me throw a small condition into the mix.
Or bang your barmaid.
You go on ahead with Kimber.
I think I'm a whore.
Give him 2 hours with you. He thinks he's a ladies' man. He thinks he can seduce you. Whenever you want, just kick him in the balls.
I'm a clause in a contract.
If you want to be part of my organization, you have to make sacrifices.
2 hours?
Yeah.
Side bet, £10 is over fucking work.
He really does have to take the other one.
I bet you said you could have me, didn't you? Yours might be a prostitute, but I'm not. I was a milliner when I met him. I was a good milliner.
I don't know what she's saying. A menina?
Honest truth. I don't know what she is.
Look like a bloody film star. Oh look, I've dropped something. Pick it up. Right, you listen, slag. I tried something, right? Yeah? Fuck!
No, sir, no.
What are you doing here? I've got another hour.
Just wait. Listen to me. I was going to let you go through with this, but in the end, my conscience got the better of me. She looks good on the outside. But she has the clap.
Huh. Alright. It's a good lie there.
She's a whore. We shake hands and forget this ever happens.
Didn't really. I didn't expect Tommy to do that, but I guess you felt bad.
Start of the day, I was Lady Sarah of Connemara. By the end, I was a whore with a clap. You're a fucking bastard offering me like that. But then you change your mind. Why did you change your mind, Thomas?
Thomas. I think he likes you, it seems. Alright, so that concludes Peaky Blinders episode 3. Not as much action in this one as the last one, I would say, but move the plot forward a little bit with Tommy there. I guess they're gonna, I don't know if Kimber's gang they're just called Kimber's gang. They don't have a name like the Peaky Blinders that I've heard yet. But they're gonna let the PBs do their security, it seems. Although with what he did at the end there, I feel like obviously it was good. Tommy stepped in and changed his mind about whoring her out, but especially since it seemed like it was gonna get violent there with Kimber. But I don't know if Kimber's gonna be. I mean, I think they'll still go along with the deal or whatever, but Kimber might kind of be like, well, if you knew that if what you said is true, why'd you do that? Or like, Tommy said like I called my better judgment or something, but I think Kimber's still gonna be skeptical about him. Anyway, it seems like Tommy might really actually like Sarah. I really need to learn her name. I think Sarah, yeah. So that's why he's stepped in there, but obviously could cause him trouble. She's trying to trying to inform on him, spy on him, but who knows, it could be a thing where maybe she starts liking him too. So I don't know. The inspector didn't get too much to do in this one. Got more shade thrown his way about not serving, but he still has a plan going through with his operative, as he calls it. And what else happened? Mostly the main other plot line was the communists and Ada, the sister. So I think we got kind of a flashback one time. It was on the opium there about how he saved him, but it was kind of hazy to see in the trenches there. But anyway, they're still at odds. Obviously, he doesn't want to leave and isn't going to. But, I mean, if he really does love the sister, he should be thinking about her, like it is going to cause her problems, obviously. The cops are going to arrest her too or whatever. And also then she killed the IRA guy who, I don't know where he said he recognized her from, if he recognized her from Ireland actually, or just from somewhere else where she was spying or something, but at first I was thinking he pulled the gun and it just got, that's how he got shot. But actually it was her gun. I forgot that she had it till they showed it later. And then with one bullet missing there. And then the Peaky Blinders seem to be getting blamed for that too. And we saw the shell shot guy sent to London came back. And they had even heard about it there already, so that's going to come to a head. Maybe he will sell the guns to the IRA or something, I don't know, but obviously I would go against what he's telling the inspector. I mean, that's going to be a problem between them regardless, but he's trying to do a lot of things at once. Tommy definitely has balls, like they say. And it seems like the brother, Arthur, the older brother, is just going along with him now. When at first he seemed like he was mad or upset about being out of the loop, but I guess he's going along with it now, so yeah. And then there's some friction between him and his aunt Paul. I still don't know if it's Polly or Paul. I think Paula, but he calls her Paul. Friction between them with how to handle things, and she still kind of wants to be in charge somewhat, or at least wants to be more of a democracy in the family there in the gang, but Tommy's obviously taken over. It's the Tommy show. He's got some smooth ass skin on him. He's got the fade always going, keeps it fresh, so more good, I kind of mentioned it during the reaction, but more good camera work. This time some cool lighting with the red and stuff in some scenes. And it seems like they're doing like a different kind of thing every time. Last time was like the over-the-shoulder shot, which was kind of weird because it was scaring people's faces a little bit. This time was a lot of overhead shots. And I really like the shot too when they're pointing the guns at each other, Tommy and the communist, Freddy. When he's down, Freddy's up, and that was a cool angle as well. So yeah, really liking the cinematography, and it just looks really good too, the sets and everything. I mean, so yeah, I'll be back next time for episode 4, and this has been Drewz Viewz. We're out of here. Peace.
I'll say good night then, Tom.